Welcome back. You're watching Newsmaker Live. I'm Kendall Burton. With me is Mr. Oswald Simon, Vice President of the AC Lucha Motor X Club, and Kevin Elcock, the President of that club. We'll go straight to the lines. We have a call. We lost that call. Okay, we'll go back to our plans, the big plans that we've only seen on ESPN.
Yeah, so of course, I was saying we plan on hosting a freestyle event down here. What we actually want to do is incorporate the freestyle event with a show, a musical show, where we could have some of our biggest artists performing on stage.
We'll keep the viewers a little more suspense. We'll take another call and then you'll elaborate. Good evening, you're on the air.
Yeah, good evening, Butun.
How are you?
And Oswald and Elcock also.
Good evening, sir.
I don't know if official picks up my voice. Well, let me say hats off to you all gentlemen. You're absolutely come from a long way. I myself did take a little ride with you all. When I could, I remember the St. Vincent leg, the first time we went over there. It was an experience, of course, up to now I haven't forgotten. I saw but I still have my helmet, which shows the intention. But I'm saying the plans for the sports I really do enjoy. But let me ask you whether Cul-de-sac would be the home for Modo X. And in terms of sitting accommodation and bleachers and stuff, what plans do you guys have for the sport as it is today? Because, I mean, you do understand in terms of weather-wise, while some people might want to participate and come and support, anytime the shower, those clouds come across, you know, the concern, parking and all of that. So, would Cul-de-sac be the home of Moto X, and what plans you guys have in terms of accommodating the public who has shown the interest of coming and, you know, participating in the events or whatnot? Let me again tell you congratulations, guys, and of course, as anything else, nothing comes easy, and you'll have so far done a good job. Keep it up.
Thank
you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
The plans, one of the plans we have, we wanted to bring bleachers down there actually for this Sunday, the last event we had there, but for some reason we could not have gotten them. But that is our plan, where we can sit our fans, and of course, yes, you see we had a big tent out there for them in case of a shower. We started laying down some pumice, so if in case it rains, they'll not be in the mud. And we have big plans for our fans, so that they can enjoy sitting down and enjoy the race.
But all that is being done at your own expense, right?
Yes, our own expense. If Cul-de-sac is the home, I'm not sure. We would love for Cul-de-sac to be the home of motocross, but that is the government to decide, because the property it belongs to government.
So true.
I guess that's where the lobbying comes in.
Yeah.
But let's go back to your big plans for the that event you were talking about.
Yeah. So
does it have a title? Is it?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But you know, like I was saying, we plan on doing a freestyle event where you have motorcycles and of course freestyle riders pretty much putting on a show, you know, in terms of backflips and 360s and all of those tricks that you see on TV, right? We have met those guys, we've spoken to them. These guys are very interested in coming over and actually putting together a show alongside the St. Lucia Motor X Club. Of course, we want to make it interesting. We want to make it more than just a motorcycle event. We want to make it a family event. We want to make it a party, an entertainment show, to say, you know. So we would of course like to work alongside with some of our biggest artists on the island, you know, just like you see Color Me Red every year. Everybody flood into the stadium, and of course they come to see those guys perform. we tend to take it one step further and not only do it with the artists, but also bring in those guys to perform on those motorcycles as well, right? Of course, we want to incorporate it with the whole pyro effect, you know, the fireworks and all of that stuff. So, I mean, the plan is starting to roll out, but we haven't finished putting it all together yet. So, there's still a lot more planning to do, but the idea is definitely there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were talking earlier about regional events.
Yeah. One of our goals is to have the regional event in St. Lucia, where we can invite, have Martinique, Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica, even St. Martin, Antigua, come over to St. Lucia, where we can have, you know, a big event where we can have regional races, and we can have a battle in St. Lucia. So that is one of our plans, where, you know, we want to have that every year.
But how big is that in some of those islands that you've mentioned? The Motorex and general interest in motorcycling and motorsports altogether.
Well, St. Martin has it big. Well, Martinique, of course. St. Vincent, we went over to St. Vincent and we actually built them a track, and we started motocross in St. Vincent. We did the same thing for Grenada. We went there, we built a track, and we introduced motocross.
So they're patterning themselves after St. Lucia. Who are we patterning ourselves after?
Martinique is the one that introduced motocross to St. Lucia, if I can recall. But presently, I find with our riders, we're doing a very good job. And hats off to them, hats off to our riders, all of them, for taking part in our races and for being there. When you watch Davidson and Brian and Terrell and all those guys still race. Olsen, those guys still race on a level, competitive level. And hats off to those guys. Whereas other countries, you find that they only participate for 1 year, 2 years, and after that they drop down due to most probably injuries, you know, but our guys still stays, and we're still there. So hats off to them.
But obviously, I'm listening to you and the plans that you have. Obviously, this sport has a lot of potential. Do you feel like you're doing enough, or enough is being done? Are you the only club on St. Lucia, first of all?
The only motocross club? Yes, we are.
Yeah. So you have an advantage.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Yeah, so you need to knock on some doors, you know, and get stuff done. We have another call before you answer that. Good evening, you're on the air.
Good evening, good night.
Hi.
Yes, I'm there listening to the president and the vice president of the St. Lucia Motorways. What plans do they have for the street rider members in the... Everything they've been talking about is motocross. And then the club who has different motorcycles.
I didn't quite get you. You concerned about what you're doing for street riders? Yeah, I didn't quite get it.
Yes, I kind of know what he's talking about.
The variety of motorcycles.
Yes, he's asking the question. We talked about motocross, but what are we doing for the street riders? Basically, some of our street riders has ventured into supermoto, and you find that they use those same bikes that they go on the street with, the 450s with low rims, and they race supermoto with. And but some of our street riders, we are planning things for them. We're planning Wrong the Islands for them. We're planning going down south with them. You know, we want to plan. There's plans for them. We will not forget them. We will not leave them.
I get the impression you was talking about something more exciting around the island.
Well, we do have plans to host a few bike shows before the end of the year. You know, where those guys could come out and display their motorcycles. You know,
And
not only in a way where you just put it on show, but you know, we do different categories where you do loudest motorcycle and best paint job and so
Yes,
on. You know,
talents.
there's areas where you could pull them in and try to get the best out of them. In terms of something more extreme, I don't know if he was getting into that, but I mean, when it comes to the extreme side of it, we would have to definitely see the interest from those members. I would love to put on an event for them where we probably lock down a street somewhere and probably do some time trials, get some guys to go around. But then when you really think about it, the expense behind one of those sport bikes, it's quite high. So they would definitely have to bring the interest to us before we could go ahead and call up an event like that. Because what you wouldn't want is to call up an event and then who comes to perform.
Yeah, but as you were talking about the okay, we have another call. Let's take that call and I will go back to that question. Good evening, you're on the air.
Good night.
Hi.
So when Cash is hosting that thing?
See that again?
When Cash is held in?
I think you're asking about the location.
Yeah.
Where are you located? That's what he asked.
Okay, well, if he needs to find us, we don't particularly have an
physical
office,
yeah.
a physical office in Castries, but a lot of our members do work down in Castries, where you could probably get in contact with them and so on. But if he needs to find us, like we did early on, he could always reach us on our club phone, or we're down at the track in Cul-de-sac every weekend. You could drop by there and definitely catch up with us.
About time?
We usually there within the hours of 2 until it's dark.
2 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. And again, that number is 712-7990.
Right.
Yeah, that's the club number. We were talking about the bike show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that St. Lucia Motor X Club as a group, you know, can go in that direction? You plan to go in that direction of becoming or in getting involved in the business aspect of the motorcycle business or industry?
Yeah. Currently we're in talks with one of the manufacturers. We went as far as one of the presidents from that manufacturer actually coming over here. We met with him. We had a slight discussion. You know, we do have some other meetings that we need to schedule where we need to sit down and discuss some more plans and how best we could move forward.
Like, I'm thinking in terms of, you know, competing or participating in indoor shows. You know, how easy is it to get your bikes modified, even to get regular parts? You know, how easy is it?
And that's actually one of the topics we touched upon with that manufacturing company, where we could probably get parts in at a cheaper price. You know, more efficient to the bikers on the island. You know, it's not every time you need a part that you have to go order it and sit with for so long. It would be nice if you could just walk into a store and pick up something every now and then, you know. So we have been discussing those things. We're looking for ways for us to move forward, not only as individuals but as a group, in a much better direction.
And what about training and that sort of thing as well? Are you satisfied that we have enough qualified, you know, mechanics on the island to service those bikes?
All of those things are areas that we're actually going to venture into with that manufacturer. Yeah, these guys are going to come direct from Japan and start up an institution, not only where you could go in and purchase stuff, but also in the development of motorcycling in St. Lucia, being a training academy for learning how to ride, and also for the mechanical aspect of it as well.
Are you online? Do you have a web presence?
Yeah, we have well, when you say web presence, you mean Facebook and so on?
Are you employing, apart from the social media, do you have a website so that people can then go on to see your activities, your itineraries, apply for membership and that sort of thing? We have another call. Let's take that call. We can answer afterwards. Good evening. You're on the air.
Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Well, I'm feel so happy for those young guys, but I have one concern about those riders, because a lot of time, especially for the Independent Day, while driving on the road, while you're going up, you cannot even find.
Okay, you're breaking up. Can you repeat that?
Space, what you're having space for those riders, especially when they're on the road. Like if they head into Castries, they take both left and right, and you have to go to the sidewalk to give those riders place to pass, especially that Independent Day that just passed there.
Right.
What you have in space for them, because of, I drive in, I going up, I on my left, and you coming up, you on both left and right. You must put something in place for those riders, and it's very, very, very dangerous. And especially when they come from that Carabas sometime on Sundays, from Viewfort going down to Castries, they take both sides, left and right, while going down to Castries. And it's very, very, very dangerous with those riders. I wonder what you're having space for them.
But you do work with the police when you're staging those events, and they're accompanying
Yes,
as well?
we do. We cannot account for everybody who rides on the road motorcycle, but from what you know, that island ride we had the police presence, and they had 4 outriders, and SSU was there too, and also we had some other riders who did not follow the ride. They went on their own after the ride has left. They went on their own.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they were doing their own thing on the road.
But these are not MotoX.
No.
You just tagged along.
So we've been getting a lot of concerns, a lot of calls, and about these riders riding carelessly on the road, and they're not MotoX members.
Yeah. So you need to look at restricting participation moving forward, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm glad that the caller actually mentioned it. So now that we've gotten that, I guess we could move forward and see how best we could try to solve that issue.
Yeah. Okay, we're almost out of time, so I want to give you the opportunity to say any final words that you have.
I'm just appealing to riders out there, when riding a motorcycle, make sure you wear your safety gears, helmets, approved helmets, that is. If you have your jacket, wear your jacket, your boots. If you're going far, stay within the speed limit, and also respect the laws of the land. Respect other road users, like the gentleman said a while ago. You're not the only.
Go ahead.
You're not the only one on the road. I mean, there are other road users. So I'm urging and pleading to motorists and then to cyclists out there that when you're riding or driving, please do that safe.
Okay, we have another call. Let's take our final call. Good evening, you're on the air. Okay, we lost that call. Mr. Elcock?
Yeah, like Mr. Simon was saying, I just want to plead again to all road users, not just motorcyclists or persons who drive behind a wheel. I want to encourage all persons to keep in mind that they're not the only ones on the road. Anytime you're a road user, you should always remember that you don't only drive for your safety, but you drive for the safety of others as well. I want to encourage everyone to follow the laws of the land. Of course, wear your seat belts at all times, wear your helmets, your protective wear, and of course that's the safety side of it. In terms of the sporting side of it, I do want to encourage persons to come on board, and of course let's see how best we could move forward and develop the sport in the land. So we, the Lucian team, we've been going around, we've been picking up a number of titles. So I would encourage the government to come on board with us and give us a lot more support. Not only the government, but a lot of the business households as well. As we've shown, we could definitely promote your product. You know.
Okay, we have another call. Let's take that final call, then we can continue. Good evening, you're on the air.
Yeah, good night, guys. Now, with the registration part of the big show that you're going to host, how we are planning to, like, will be the riders be allowed to pay registration with the bikes or with the bikes free registration?
I didn't get that. Sorry.
I didn't get it.
With the registration of the show that you're going to host, right? How is that going to work? Is it the riders going to have to pay or free registration with their bikes?
I think you're talking about a bike show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would they have to pay
To register, or
Right.
they have free registrations with their bikes?
Well, we always have a small registration fee. We see it as, you know, not really
Some sort of an insurance, right?
not really an insurance, but something as a donation towards the development of the club and motorcycling on a whole. You know, of course, at the end of it all, the small fee that you pay, you stand a chance of winning so much more. You know, so we see it as a small donation. That's all it really is.
Okay.
Are you a motorcyclist yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not a member of the Motor X Club?
No.
Are you considering joining?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, we didn't do a good job of convincing you.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
Thanks for
considering.
You're considering. Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. But in terms of decentralizing the activities, I mean, you mentioned Cul-de-sac, View Fort. You had a gentleman from Labrie. Do you have intentions of diversifying or, you know, spreading the activities around the island to create more interest?
Yeah, that's something we've spoken about, and we do plan to venture, you know, around the entire island doing different activities. So look out, everybody. We will be spreading some love in all different parts of the island.
Yeah. Okay, want to thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this evening. Mr. Oswald Simon, Vice President of the St. Lucia Motor X Club, and Mr. Kevin Elcock, the President of St. Lucia Motor X Club. As you heard, they have some big plans in store for us, unlike anything we've ever seen before, except on TV, on ESPN perhaps.
Yes.
Maybe even bigger. We're looking forward to those activities and events, and we're looking forward to having you back at some point. You know, want to wish you all the best with your plans.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
I want to thank you for watching. Thanks those of you who called, and those of you who are interested. Again, you can call at number 712-7990 to inquire about membership and trading activities. They're down at Cul-de-sac every Sunday from 2 p.m. until the lights go out.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you then. I'll be there. Take care. Until next week. Thanks for coming.
Thanks a lot for having me.